all started when I was young. I grew up with no father. Growing up was, I didn't really realise that I had a father. See this tattoo that's tattooed on my forehead? It's been on this since I was 12. And then I started not listening, stealing from my parents, stealing from a lot of people. And I started getting in trouble with the police. I just didn't really care, didn't even think about the consequences, wasn't even worried about anything, was just worried about myself. From there I started going in and out of boys' homes. My mum and them tried their hardest to keep me on the straight and narrow, but my way of life was I had other plans. And then when I hit 19, that's when I was with the Crips, and I met Jymaine at a town hall function.
I was 16 when we both met. When I met Les, we both had been going through a bit of trouble at home, so we ended up running away. We were living in empty houses or sleeping at our friends. Les went to jail for 9 months. When he came out, we hooked up again, and that's when I fell pregnant with our son, Chase.
I wasn't hardly there for my first son. I was in and out of prison. Actually lost count of how many times I've been in there, because it was like a home to me. Get in trouble, get caught. I knew what the penalty was imprisonment, and I actually got used to that. When I got out, I couldn't, since I didn't have a father figure, I just did not know how to be a father to my son.
At that time, Les knew he was still in his own world, wanted to do his own thing. I had a baby, stuck at mum's looking after the baby while Les was out there. And that carried on for years. In those years, I had Sativa, our middle son, he's 16. And then little Les, he's 14 now. He was going to Pukekohe School, and Shelley and Grant and them had set up the breakfast club. And he used to get up early in the morning just to go to school, Mama, I'm going to school now, and it was probably only 7 o'clock. He'll come home and say, Mum, you should come up to the house and you should meet my friends, and you'll really like Shelley. And I was too jugged up, looking at her why is she helping my baby for? Why is she doing this for? Shelley was inviting me out to coffees and wanting to get to know me. Nobody's ever done that for me before. It was either go out and go halves on a bag or crack and all their drugs, go get a box. But nobody had ever asked me to go out. Come on, Jymaine, let's go for a coffee. When Grant and Shell approached me with this alpha course thing, I thought, why not? We get tea, we get fed, we get to sit there and watch DVD, why not? I started coming first, second, third week, still on crack. Fourth, fifth, sixth, still on crack. Coming here, because I didn't want to let them down at first, that's how it. And I was getting coffee and food at the same time, not letting my friends down, my new friends. And then God just worked. He worked on me.
I started Alpha course, and then I went to prison, got locked up for a couple of weeks. When I got out of prison, I was up north in Alpha prison, and I came down on a bus. We were driving back home, and I actually prayed to the Lord. And told him, I need help to get my life better and get off the drugs, and it wasn't easy. But when I first got out of prison, from starting Alpha Group, I looked at Jymaine, my missus, and I told her, go and get us some drugs. And at that point she told me, no drugs in here. If you want to do drugs, then get up. I started getting involved with the Alpha group. Used to come here, like, have a feed, watch, like, Nicky Gumbel.
And came for the food, and then something happened. I haven't done as much as I have in the last year than my whole life. And I enjoy my life now. Since we've been on this journey, Les has got a different outlook on life. He talks more with his sons, whereas before he was quite absent.
Our life that we're leading now is totally different to back then with the drugs. And like, I used to get the thoughts of going out, doing crime, getting drunk, you know, being silly and all of that. You know, and I quite enjoy it, this totally different side of life. You know, if you're down rock bottom and you think no one can help you, there's only one man that can help you, and that's Jesus Christ. Amen.